How communication worked when language wasn't fully developed. Imagine waking up in a world where not a single word exists. No names, no greetings, no shouting run or help. Only silence and strange human behavior everywhere you look. You see people staring at each other for a moment and then suddenly moving as a group. Someone freezes in place, their eyes widen, their body tenses, and without a single sound, everyone around them understands something is wrong. Then, out of nowhere, they start running. Your heart races, but you don't know why. There is no explanation, no warning, no language to guide you. You are forced to decide in seconds, follow them or stay behind. Because in this world, misunderstanding a single signal could cost your life. Now imagine this wasn't imagination. This was real human life, thousands of years ago. So the biggest question is, how did early humans survive without language? How did they hunt together, protect each other, or pass knowledge when no one could speak? How did confusion turn into coordination, and silence turn into survival? And slowly, over thousands of years, something unbelievable began to happen. Silence started transforming into sound, and sound slowly evolved into meaning. Stay with this video till the end, because what you're about to discover will completely change how you understand human communication forever. Communication was pure survival instinct. Before language existed, humans did not communicate through structured systems, they communicated through pure instinct. Every part of the body acted like a signal transmitter. A slight change in posture could completely change the meaning of a situation. If someone suddenly stopped walking in the middle of movement, it could instantly trigger alertness in others. If a person leaned forward slightly with tense shoulders, it might signal aggression or readiness to attack. Even micro-expressions like a twitch of the eye or tightening of the jaw carried meaning that others could read instantly. There was no need to interpret consciously because the human brain was naturally tuned to survival cues. In dangerous environments filled with predators and uncertainty, hesitation meant death. So evolution shaped humans to understand each other without thinking. Communication was not taught, it was felt. The first vocal signals, not words, just emotions. At some point in early human evolution, body language alone was not enough, especially in larger groups or during hunts. This is where vocal sounds entered communication. But these were not words, not grammar, not structured speech. They were raw emotional expressions. A sudden loud scream didn't represent a specific word like danger, it was danger. A deep, low sound repeated slowly might signal calmness or safety. Fast, broken sounds could create urgency and alert the group. These vocalizations carried emotional weight directly into the listener's brain without needing translation. What made them powerful was their immediacy. People didn't analyze them, they reacted to them. Over time, certain sounds began to repeat in similar situations, slowly forming early patterns of meaning. This was the foundation of structured communication, where emotion slowly turned into recognizable signals. This evolutionary phase is known as proto-language, where communication was transitioning from instinct to structured meaning. Learning without speaking a single word. The way early humans conveyed knowledge without using words is one of the most fascinating aspects of their existence. Imagine finding something as significant as fire and not knowing how to describe it. Early people relied on display rather than speech. While others watched closely, they demonstrated every step, including how to gather supplies, strike stones, and manage fires. Learning was repetitive and visible. People imitated what they observed, made errors, and got better with time. This technique, called observational learning, made it possible for skills to spread among people without the need for spoken instructions. In a sense, teaching was more about demonstration than explanation, and comprehension came from observation. The emotional side of communication. Communication was about connection as much as survival and abilities. Since humans are inherently social creatures, they required means of expressing comfort, belonging, and trust, even in the absence of language. A hand on someone's shoulder may soothe them, and remaining near others could indicate safety, making physical contact a potent tool. It wasn't random to sit together or share food, it fostered relationships and trust. Even distance had significance. Being too far away could be interpreted as a sign of mistrust or dread. Strong social ties that kept groups together were formed by these emotional cues. It's interesting to note that these similar behaviors persist to this day. Emotions can be instantaneously conveyed through an embrace, a smile, or eye contact, demonstrating that certain kinds of communication predate language. When rhythm became a shared language. Rhythm was another effective and frequently disregarded method of early communication. Prior to the development of formal speech, humans connected and coordinated through sound and movement patterns. Groups were able to move together without speaking by clapping, stomping, and repeating basic beats. Rhythm may aid in maintaining synchronization while hunting without frightening prey. It fostered harmony and a sense of shared emotion in social situations. Music may have originated from this rhythmic communication. It made it possible for people to feel like they had a common emotional code. Rhythm was a universally understood mode of communication, even before songs and words were invented. The slow birth of language. Language evolved gradually over thousands of years rather than appearing overnight. Sounds became more regular, and particular vocal patterns began to symbolize particular things, activities, or concepts. Sounds and gestures started to blend together to produce more intricate messages. These combinations eventually developed into the first real words. Language developed organically as people adjusted to their surroundings and needs. It was not created by a single individual. Everything changed as language started to take shape. More effectively than ever before, humans could now communicate complicated concepts, make future plans, tell stories, and transmit information. So the next time you're looked at and remain silent, but you still comprehend everything. Keep this in mind. Humans were connected long before words were invented, through quiet, through feeling, by instinct. Perhaps that type of communication was even more potent than what we have now, because we talk more now, but comprehend less. If this completely changed your perspective on people, click the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you want to witness more astounding facts that alter your perspective on the world, as the next one will be even more insane. Because some of humanity's greatest mysteries were never uttered aloud.